Welcome back to another installment of The Special Educator. I'm your host, Tom Hankins, instructor, tutor, consultant, and musician. This is going to be another episode on studio tech, and this one's going to be pretty simple. This one's going to be about lighting. And what I'm going to do on this is just go through a couple of things that I used, hopefully give you some ideas. If it helps you out, please, there's nothing special I'm going to show you here. Before we get going, I just want to go over the social media and contact information. Our website is tsegrp.org. Again, tsegrp.org. Email is host@tsegrp.org, host@tsegrp.org. Facebook and X at tsegrp, at tsegrp. YouTube at tsedgrp, again at tsedgrp. And Instagram is The Special Educator. Before we get rolling, my usuals, as far as any calls to action, please like, follow, subscribe, get notifications, feel free to ask questions, issue any comments. It really does help. Anything you can do is certainly appreciated. Really, it is. So we're going to try and keep this short and sweet. Normally you might see in previous videos I'll have some color along the back drop. I've shut those lights off because I'm just going to demonstrate a couple of different ones. These are lights that in the early days of performing we stumbled across when I was performing with the Three Fat Cats and the Catbirds, and these are no longer used. These are considered spares. The company that makes these is called Rockville. Hopefully you can see over here. You don't want any blend there. Rockville. So this can is a 3 LED pod. It is triangular in shape. It has rechargeable battery in it. There's a battery level meter here. You can program it to work on its own or to work via DMX in and out, also power in and out. You can run it with a cable or just use the rechargeable battery. And essentially, it's very useful. You can use it it's not a spotlight. It's more for color wash or not even really a flood. It works really good for lighting things up from the floor. 2 switches on it to activate it. You have master power and then battery. And when it goes on, I'm not going to throw this at the light. Basically, I have it set to there it is. I have it set to a fade mode, and it just changes color on a random cycle. You can change how it fades. You can set it for solid colors, whatever you want to do. But what Rockville has made here is very portable, very easy to use. And I'm going to shut this one off. And there's a second variant that we use. Same company, Rockville. There, it should be able to see visible there. Same type of thing. You have power in and out. Or sorry, on out. You have power and DMX out on one side. Flip it around, and you have power in and DMX in on that side. And then if you go to the back panel, you can see power level meter is here. Master power switch. Unlike the other one, there's not a battery switch that's separate. It's just master power. And you have your programming capabilities similar here to let it do whatever it wants. Now, this is a 5 LED. Turn it on. I have it set for fast fade. Battery's getting a little low, as you can see here, but similar situation. It'll just continue to fade for colors, or you can set up to run with DMX or different patterns. You can set it up to run with audio, a whole bunch of different things. Anyway, shut this off. So like some of the other stuff I've used in the videos, there's nothing here that's terribly expensive. Now that I'll consider accent lighting. The main ambient lighting that you see in here is done with, I have lights all around in front and in back and above. In addition to anything I'd mentioned before, because I'd mentioned like a Go camera, which I have over here next to the camera itself, which is a very nice diffusion. But 2 points you want to get in your head starting out. Stick with LED. LED, very low power consumption, no issues with noise, be they dimmable or not. And quite frankly, most LED fixtures now have selectable color temperature, which you're going to find is very helpful. You might want a mix of color temperatures, depending on where the angles come from. Anyway, diffusion, diffusion, diffusion. You don't want anything too harsh. You can see that I'm mostly white here, and I've got a little shading to either end. I've got some light coming from below. I have a little light coming from above, and I have light coming from the side. The whole idea is to balance it out. Really. Doesn't have to be fancy. You can buy just simple hardware store LED fixtures, so long as they are dimmable and have some color temperature change capabilities. That's all you really need to worry about. There's ring lights out there. Those are fine. I wear glasses, so it doesn't really matter what I have. It's going to show reflections. Sorry. Whatever you feel you are most comfortable with. And again, it does not have to be expensive. It can be USB powered. It can be battery powered. It can be straight plug-in. You can do whatever your heart desires. But again, it's not about the money. It's about what works for you. Create the environment you want. All right, let's get back and turn the music back up here before I sign out. Before we get going, I simply want to ask again, thank you again all for tuning in. Please just like, subscribe, follow, get notifications, anything you can do to help the algorithm. Once again, I'm Tom Hankins, your host, instructor, tutor, consultant, and musician. Take care. Be safe. See you on the next one.